ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi.
Friday, April 10 is today, 2026. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Few days ago, about 600 to 800 Boko Haram members have been transported to Abuja. So when I learned that, I made inquiry to understand the reason why they are transporting Boko Haram members to Abuja. So I was told the reason why they were transporting them. So when I see that so many people are actually raising alarm, raising concerns, why are they transporting Boko Haram to Abuja? I said, okay, let me do a video about that so that people will be aware. I think it's not that an alarming issue. But before we talk that, let us understand this thing. You see, when you look at the New York Times, this is a news headline of 2016, and it reads that vigilantes defeat Boko Haram in Nigeria base. Vigilante went to Boko Haram base. They defeated the Boko Haram in their base. There is a reason why I'm taking you to this angle, so stay with me. Now, when you see Al Jazeera, vigilante and Boko Haram clash in Nigeria, 8th of September 2013. That clash led to the death of over 50 Boko Haram vigilante. Finished them. Okay, this one is the Guardian newspaper. Now, this is 14th of May 2014. Nigeria vigilante kill scores of militants. Nigeria vigilante killed over 120 militants. They went to Boko Haram, they killed them. Stay with me, there is a reason why I am making this video. Now, Genocide Watch. It's another news platform that reports about insecurity and genocide. This is 23 February 2017. Vigilante group fighting Boko Haram. The fight took place in Borno State, and over 83 Boko Haram members were eliminated by vigilante group. Stay with me. This one is International Crisis Group. Watchmen of the Chad, vigilante groups fighting Boko Haram. Still reporting about the impact of the vigilante group who were defeating Boko Haram, making it to stand still. This is from BBC News, bbc.com. It says, that was September 3, 2017. It says, Nigeria vigilantes fight Boko Haram, one wounded at a time. That is the story when the vigilante groups were narrating how they were shooting Boko Haram. Boko Haram was shooting sporadically, but these people were calculating their bullets. When you shoot, you get down. Don't just shoot because you want to shoot. So you see the reason why I am bringing all this thing out for you is because I have discovered that the death of Nigerian soldiers, most generals, they are killed now, like General Ba, before that Hausa man, they killed one general, one Benin man, day before yesterday again, and so many soldiers have been killed. So I have done a comprehensive research why Boko Haram are defeating Nigerian soldiers and they can't defeat the vigilante group. I discovered that the Nigerian soldiers are piled up with informants of Boko Haram. So most of them there are not there for Nigerian soldiers. They are there for Boko Haram. Not because Boko Haram carry a more sophisticated weapon or they are doing something special. Their weapon may be more superior. I don't care. That is not a basis for defeat. Weapon superiority is not a basis where you can draw victory on. No. War has changed. War is all about information and strategy. If I have information about you, even though I'm using a catapult, I can defeat you. Information leaks people's weakness. So, people of these members of Boko Haram, they are all in the army. So they are the reason why Nigerian government can never defeat Boko Haram. Now, who put them into the army? Why do they infiltrate the army? This is because Nigeria wanted it to be like that. And that is what Nigeria wants. Okay? Nigeria wants the victory of Boko Haram, especially this Buhari and Tinubu's administration. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. If you want to ask me why, before you ask me why, I want you to ask, why is terrorists controlling the Tinubu's administration? Yeah, terrorists used to give them order. Terrorists used to give Nigerian army order, police, DSS. Sometimes they are coming to a peace deal, they will order them not to bring weapon. Then the terrorists will bring weapon. The security operative will come without weapon. Now, How many of you remember that Catholic school children? I keep on asking this question and I will ask it till the day, last day I will live on earth. Terrorists called Nigerian soldiers live there. My people are coming to kidnap 300 Catholic school children. Nigeria army left. They left. That terrorist that called them is not in the bush. It's in the office. Because the soldiers said the call came from above. So the terrorists in Abuja, they are the one who made that call. Terrorists in offices. Could be Minister of Defense, could be President himself, but they said the call came from above. Now, let me shock you. Up to today, who made the call? Who made the call? If you can bring out who made the call, then what I'm saying now will be so, like, it will be so clear to you. So, Nigeria needs the victory of Boko Haram against Nigerian army. I said, don't ask me why. If you want to ask me why, first of all, bring out who called the soldiers to leave that terrorists are coming to kidnap. And the terrorists came with trucks and helicopter that was painted green, white, and green. If you can bring out who made the call, then we will start conversation. These are terrorists in offices. Up till now, 23 senators were crying on the Senate floor of Boto Shemonde then. Who made the call? Who made the call? They were all shouting, not because they don't know who made the call. They knew. Like, fear will not let them to talk. Fear? Yes. Fear. Or I don't know why people are afraid. This is the life where people are dying every day. I know that I have a family, but I can't be afraid of death. Like, why are you afraid of death when people are dying every day? People who are always afraid of death meet death. Like, come on. Who made the call? That is something that people have not been able to gather to ask. And you see, anytime I am furious against all these political job men, you call your politicians, all of them. You don't know why I'm furious. Because they have influence from the people. If I have influence that they have, I saw the protest they did in Abuja. I'm not against it. But they call Nigeria soldiers, up to 20 of them. Group of soldiers, they called them, leave there that terrorist is coming to kidnap. They left. Nobody protested. No protest. Everywhere we just going smooth and you are protesting because they register your party. Like, don't take these people serious. They are all bunch of criminals. Don't take them serious. Don't take them serious. If they mean well for the people, they could have fight to bring out who made that call. By now, Nigeria should be shaking. By now, if it was Tinubu that made the call, Rebadu made the call, or General Musa made the call, by now, Nigeria should be shaking. And who made the call? The authority will not be more than the office of the president, office of Rebadu, and office of General Musa. That time, Musa have not become Minister of Defense because these are the three major offices that is above. Yeah, who made that call? People should wake up. Nigerians should wake up. Who made that call? You call soldiers to leave that terrorists are coming to kidnap. Terrorists came to kidnap. Later, you people pay $2 million to bring back the same people that terrorists kidnapped. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? And people are just swimming in ignorance, not knowing their problem. Anyway, now let us focus on the issue of Boko Haram being transported to Abuja. So I've seen a growing concern about that. So when I learned, even before they move, I was aware they moved from prison. Yeah, most of them moved from detention facilities. So they gathered them and brought them to Abuja. So while they were moving, I got the alert that they were coming. Not even yesterday. So I got the alert that they were coming. So I put on calls. I do some investigation. They told me that they are coming for trial. That they are doing, what is it called? A mass trial against some Boko Haram that they captured. That they are doing the mass trial. So, you know, for some reasons, when you see what is going on in Nigeria, like what I'm just telling you, where the government are complicit to the terrorism activities in Nigeria, you find it difficult to believe what they tell you. But I'm just trying to tell people this is what I discovered, that they are doing mass trial of Boko Haram. So they are trying so many of them. They are trying so many of them. Over 400 and something Boko Haram are on trial now in Abuja. Okay? And from what I learned, because I have been following the thing right from the day they moved, they started bringing them to Abuja. How could it be that only 4 of them were sentenced to life imprisonment? Getting to 400 soldiers, 400 Boko Haram members, you sentenced only 4 to life imprisonment. And who are the 4 people that were sentenced to life imprisonment? We are profiling them. to know why they should sentence only 4 people out of 400 people to life imprisonment. You get why? Get why? Al-Qaeda terrorists got 10 years prison terms. That is 20 years. The leader of Al-Qaeda terrorists. No life imprisonment, no death sentence. These are the people who admitted to have killed generals. But you guess what? Someone like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, whom DSS admitted they have never seen anything terrorizing or incriminating with him, apart from radio equipment, was sentenced to life imprisonment. I want you to match all these things. When we had end bad governance protests, though I was not arrested, but so many people that was arrested, especially children, they were charged for treason. Treason requires a death penalty. They didn't charge Boko Haram, who want to overthrow Nigeria and bring Sharia. They don't charge them with treason. Why is it that they charge we protesters with treason? The question or the puzzle, the answer to the puzzle is that these people in government, they want Boko Haram victory. It is clear. Now, I really want to also talk about this, but I will talk more about it maybe in my subsequent videos. Because if you understand the purpose of Boko Haram, Mahmuda, Al-Qaeda, these people want to cancel Nigeria constitution and bring Sharia. That is their mission. Then if you see them, why do you charge them with minor thing instead of treason? Instead of treason. These are the people who said they want Sharia state in Nigeria. They want Sharia. Sharia is what they want. So why do you charge them with all those petty, things? Then why you see innocent people in the southeast, you will charge them with treason, that they are IPOB. Does it make sense? I want people to wake up to the reality. Wake up to the reality because Nigeria is at the brink. It's at the brink. Like, Nigeria is gone. It might take another 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, I don't know. But if we continue this way, if something is not done urgently, if we do not come together to confide everyone to where you've been done through your ideology, this country will not contain people very soon. Terrorists have circled around the country. They are waiting for order. Forget all this minor killing you are saying. No, if there is no intervention, these people will go offensive one day and take over this country. They will not take excuse from anybody. Many people in the army will surrender to them because infiltration have taken place. Many people in the army will surrender to them. I'm telling you this, even though you feel unconcerned today, nobody knows tomorrow. If you feel that what is happening is not affecting you today, nobody knows tomorrow. I have seen a lot of people who felt that these terrorist activities in Nigeria will never get to them. Today, they are no more. So don't wait until it comes to you before you talk. Upon the whole thing, don't forget to ask who made the call. If you can bring out who made the call, then everything will end. Okay? Everything will just end. All these politicians you are seeing, if they wanted to play politics, if they are not part of this terrorism, all these opposition politicians, especially people in this now, you saw that a sitting government contacted terrorists to go and kidnap school children by calling soldiers away. That is enough to turn everything upside down and remove them. That was enough. But you know what? It seems they are all complicit. It seems they are all complicit. Don't forget to ask the question, who made the call?
So guys, I am surprised that a lot of you guys are nagging online saying that why would our chief of defense staff made a crucial statement like this, saying that Boko Haram and bandits should be pardoned. Are you surprised? Wait, now today we know say buying of people in Nigeria is politics. Now today we know. My problem I have with our chief of defense staff is this: as no being family member that they buy for war front, as no being cousin and no being relative, they no fit turn down that request from the federal government, because I know that appointment given to them, they take it like a very big privilege, and they take them like, see, if they no grab them to use them do unnecessary things, it no go better for them. And they no even reason them see one day they go buy, and they no reason them see for this world where we dey, you can do your own and go. But the good things where you do, now you go speak well for your children. and I ain't go make the country better if you are no more. If those our past leaders commit a lot of atrocities like this, by now, this country be for even as far as we even dey inside hell now, if this country for be more hell for us to stay. If to say our past government behave like this. So now I am not surprised by hearing this from him. I saw a lot of personnel. They will talk about them online. They will call them and then dismiss them, right? That is what they usually do. You understand? My point is this to every Nigerians. See, from today, you should not expect anybody that gets political appointment to speak truth or to come out and stand for you in terms of truthful way. You are not supposed to be expecting that from somebody with an appointment from federal government. They are all set of people. Forget about the discipline Nigerian army have, right? The ones they have been given that appointment, their way of life will totally change. For no reason. Nigerian army will say that we are brothers. Everybody's our brothers. And the same set of people that will call themselves our leaders, which are our officers, they will go behind the scenes to betray us after claiming we are brothers. Are we still brothers? When you go to see say that they murder soldiers and you take and like see because an appointment where they give you take and upon yourself, see me that they call a repentant Boko Haram and make they pardon them, me Nigerian soldiers, they pardon them, right? I used to tell Nigerians that, see, soldier na soldier, but there are still people in the soldiers that have not exchanged gun battle before. Let us forget about the rank. Have you ever asked yourself that? You know, they even hear about some son of a ex-governor, son of a ex-minister, son of a ex-president, they buy for war front. Have you ever heard about it? You cannot hear it. You cannot. They know how to play the game more than you think. They will even serve in the Nigerian army from the beginning till the end. They'll even end up become 3-star Major General, 4-star Major General, 2-star Major General, and they will retire in the Nigerian army. Why? Because of what? They are well connected. There are a lot of people in the Nigerian army that have not even exchanged gun battle before. When so already they talk, that is in a play. Where this man now go come take an appointment like a privilege where they say, do you know how many soldiers they don't buy so far? I want to ask him, you know how many soldiers they don't buy so far? I am not surprised. Look at the one, the other retired chief of staff. I mean, a chief of staff. Now, I mean chief of staff. The one where retire, when I retire, where can they miss them? The government know people behind. Say, you know why government keep quiet. And no be the army responsibility to speak out. But it's the army responsibility to push the colleague, the junior colleague to the war front to buy them back. It's their responsibility. It's not their responsibility to question the federal government why they make us suffer when they make Nigerian army suffer. To tell you how useless we can produce leaders that are representing us.
You see this picture you are seeing is the picture of an armored vehicle. This armored vehicle was captured by the branch of Boko Haram or ISIS that they normally call the bandits. You know, they are all the same. It was captured from Nigerian army, and it happened in Kwara State, not in Borno State, in Kwara State. And as I speak to you, there is a threat that they actually want to use this armored vehicle to attack. So these are the things that people are seeing in Nigeria. It's unfortunate. Now, this is the footage of where Boko Haram attacked the day before yesterday. A Nigerian army who survived the incident filmed this. Look at how brutal. Look at what these people did to this army base. Now, I've been saying something about this fight between Nigerian army and Boko Haram. It seems that nobody wants to understand. There is no how Nigerian army is going to defeat Boko Haram because Boko Haram is part of the Nigerian army. You cannot fight against your own people. Like a kingdom cannot rise against itself. Boko Haram have infiltrated Nigerian army and there is no two ways about it. Now, I am saying that everybody should carry arms. There must be a gun revolution. There must be a gun revolution. That is a very urgent preventing solution now. While we continue to talk about how to, bring a permanent solution to this. An urgent solution is needed. People need to be armed. People need to be armed. Like, you see the way I'm thinking? I'm thinking like this. No matter whom you are, if you're a big man, if you can purchase up to 5, 6 pump action, purchase it for 5 or 6 people. put them into vigilante for training, put them into NEFS for training. Everybody's supposed to become a vigilante now. The way Nigeria is going, gun is becoming a necessity. I'm saying this because this Boko Haram could be defeated. They have a vigilante group have been defeating Boko Haram countless times. I've never recorded an occasion where Boko Haram defeat vigilante group in Nigeria. I've never recorded it. Unless where Air Force bombed vigilante that was pursuing Boko Haram. They left Boko Haram and bombed the vigilante group. That was the greatest casualties we have seen. So that is making me to believe that if not because of the Boko Haram members in the Nigerian army, guy, forget what you people are saying. No, ordinary people will defeat Boko Haram. Army will not be able to defeat them. Boko Harams are in the army. That is the reason why. This is very simple. Very simple. Boko Haram members are in the army. They release information and they know what they are doing. And unfortunate thing about this is that the government are supporting them, calling them prodigal son, calling them our brothers. Not our brothers, but you people brothers. We know everything you are doing. We know your strategies. We know what you people intended to turn Nigeria into a terror stronghold. No, that must be resisted.
See that lady now. See that lady. This one be the arm store now. They're born everywhere. Born everywhere done. This one be the arm store. No way. This bomb never finished for this place where they explode. Situations that they pass through every day. Many people don't die today. May I so rest in peace.
Now, there is this unverified footage. I was able to verify this footage that is not AI. But what is not matching is if this is actually happening live. Whether the video passed through editing, I don't know. But look at the gunshot in Abuja. So, like I just said, this video, I have not been able to verify it because I don't know who filmed it. I have not contacted who filmed it. So how am I sure that the video is real? Remember that I don't say what I don't know, but I'm just bringing out because of the security concerns in Abuja now. So who knows whether it's real or not? If you know, comment in the comment section.
Tinubu is guilty of genocide. And I'm not talking about tracing his looting the North and all that. That's for another day. For his intentional denial of aid and recognition of displaced under these circumstances, that has been prosecuted successfully in International Criminal Court as genocide. And I believe he needs to be indicted for that because I have proof. There's living proof all over Nigeria of how he calls these people's criminals and vagrants and bums. He bulldozes their homes, denies aid, denies recognition. All he has to do is recognize them as displaced. That's all he has to do. And the international community has the money and the mandate to take care of them. But he denies it because they're eyewitnesses. And so Tinubu is guilty of genocide today, and all his administration is for covering up the displaced crisis.
And I still want to put this to you. There are so many people who are in detention because they speak up, they agitated, they fought back, the militia, they did all sorts of things, against this power that be that is killing people, but they end up in detention. Most of them end up being killed. I know that we are not going to give up in speaking up, but what do you think we should do? Do you think that the church is not defending the faith enough, or this is not all about church issue? It's just all about the citizens' responsibility to continue to die? That was in October 2023. We had a protest called End Bad Governance Protest. I was in Abuja. I was threatened to go back to my state. That's if they see me in Abuja, that I'm going to be arrested. Though I was not afraid because I have a lot of people standing there that if police arrest me, they will go in to do pro bono service, both in the court and everything. So I was not afraid. But for how long shall we continue to be killed? If you protest, they will arrest you. What do you think that we should do about this?
Look, freedom isn't free. You have a wicked combination here. You have the most brutal totalitarian overlords in history conspiring against you. You have the Islamic regime. You have the internationalist, cabal, the political international banking, all that regime, and then you have the communist regime that is holding these people down. And you think it's going to just be handed to you? If God has called Nigeria to be the vanguard in the kingdom come in our generation, you expect somebody else to come and rescue you? That's not. I don't. What would happen if Trump were gone tomorrow? What would happen if Harris won? Would you just say, "Oh well, we suck. Come and behead us"? That's
We
those.
we
The
will, we will
Nigerians I
not
know
sta-
are stronger than
we will
that.
not stand to wait for them to come and kill us. Actually,
Well, that's what you've been doing. And it's little by little. It's the frog in the pot. They'll come. They just did to your brothers and sisters in Ngoshe just the other day. Why aren't you standing up now? You're going to wait till it's your neighborhood? Then who's going to stand up with you? Come on. Here's the thing, and I'm going to just say this. If there's another Ngoshe, I think every Nigerian of conscience, of every religion or race or tribe or creed, should stand up and take pitchforks and torches and storm the Aso Rock, the villa. I believe that. Now, as I said pitchforks and torches, I meant that symbolically. They should do it with posters. They should do it with words. Okay, I'm not calling you to tear down the villa. I'm not calling you to street justice. That is wrong. That's what they would do. But stand up. And you know what? The most powerful symbol in modern times among them is the Tiananmen Square Tank Man. Okay, where's the Nigerian Tiananmen Square Tank Man? That got the world's attention. It galvanized the world. Trump is watching. The world is watching. Freedom isn't free. If there's another Ngoshe, I think that the good people of Nigeria should surround the villa and pray for them and sing hymns. March around it 6 times blowing trumpets. How about that? Or 7 times blowing trumpets. Okay? But make your presence known. And if they try to retaliate, Trump will intervene. He'll have to. Look the Iran wasn't hit until the people rose up. Just say it. I mean, this is fact. Okay, I'm not calling on anything violent, but I'm calling on people of
protest is
conscience.
fundamental human right.
Stand up and speak, and don't let them get away with it. No more Ngoshes. No more. Enough's enough. And don't wait on the white man to come do it for you. My God. Where are the leaders of Nigeria? Waiting for the election? In a sham system that's never had a fair election in history? You're waiting for that? Fools.
Wow. Is United States considering in supporting the change of regime in Nigeria? This is the reason why I'm asking you this question. In the year 2015, Barack Obama participated in removing then incumbent President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, check it out. I know some inside stuff about Obama and what they did that's psychotic. I have an acquaintance, and this has actually been reported in a very credible source. He told somebody else, but he was top-level military intel liaison, worked under the Obama White House, was in the Global Response Center, the war room, big screen around the world. They had the Chibok girls on the screen where they were being held, and they were ordered to stand down. Now, mind you, this guy worked for the White House. Okay, ordered means who? Ordered to stand down and not give that intel to the Nigerian military, not rescue those girls, let them go. He ended up quitting military service for lifetime career because of that. He couldn't serve the government anymore. And that's when Axelrod was advising, and the Bring Back Our Girls hashtag, as I recollect, that came out of the APC, didn't it? That was an APC slogan. Bring back our girls. Well, they wouldn't have had to bring them back if Obama would have let us rescue them. Okay, that's pure evil. Okay, and that's That's pure evil. So yes, the U.S. did that under Obama, not the same as the U.S. under Trump. And here's the thing: Trump has some really dear friend presidents and prime ministers around the world that he mentors, that he really helps. Bolsonaro, folks like that. He likes the Italian premier, I believe. But they're the ones that are leaders. They're the ones that get out there and fight. They're the ones that are on the front line, like he is, speaking the truth and getting things done. He doesn't find those people. They emerge. They lead. He doesn't gin up movements. He doesn't meddle like that. But when he sees one that has potential and that's actually doing something, like he does, when he sees that movement, historically, looking at his record, he will back them. And my theory, I don't speak for anybody but me. This is my theory. I've wondered why they're holding on to the 2,500 pages of Tinubu DEA documents. It's been ordered released by a federal judge, but they're still holding on to it. I wonder, like I said, if there's no alternative, they got to work with the guy that's there. I wonder if that's how they're working with Tinubu. Just wrap those 2,500 pages around his neck and make him comply. I don't know. But if that's the case, and a leader emerges, I don't see why Trump wouldn't release it and do everything else he could, to get this evil dictatorship to justice. Tinubu is guilty of genocide. And I'm not talking about tracing his looting the North and all that. That's for another day. For his intentional denial of aid and recognition of displaced under these circumstances, that has been prosecuted successfully in International Criminal Court as genocide. And I believe he needs to be indicted for that, because I have proof. There's living proof all over Nigeria of how he calls these people's criminals and vagrants and bums. He bulldozes their homes, denies aid, denies recognition. All he has to do is recognize them as displaced. That's all he has to do. And the international community has the money and the mandate to take care of them. But he denies it because they're eyewitnesses. And so Tinubu is guilty of genocide today, and all his administration is for covering up the displaced crisis. So yeah, why wouldn't Trump intervene? Why wouldn't he and Maduro, the guy? There's just enough legal grounds for it, I believe, as there was for Maduro. But where's the movement? Who's going to take over? Who's going to run if he plucks those people out? That's not emerged in Nigeria, and it's not the Biafran separatists. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to help? Then why would I back you? We need to take over. We need to do this instead. This is deep analysis, and I'm shooting from the hip. I'm just vibing with you here. I don't represent anybody else, but that's how I can see it playing out. And I think that's a lot of what's happening.
All right. You just made mention you just talk about the guilty of genocide of something. I want to take you back to 2015. Prior to the election that removed Goodluck Jonathan, the coalition of APC and PDP imported Fulani militia from outside the country. Now, there is difference between allegation and if the people who carried out this thing accepted it. So they accepted that, yes, we imported these Fulani people. We did not import them to scatter Nigeria. We just imported them to rig election. This is what they are saying, and it doesn't make sense. So it doesn't make sense. And let me give you an example. This man was part of the coalition. Look at what he said.
Let me first of all say that the idea of bringing people from outside the country to destabilize I didn't say they brought people to destabilize. What I said was that the idea they actually brought people into the country with the intention that those people will come and vote for them. I think you understand? And they never realized, they never knew, they were never convinced that they were going to win that election, because PDP was very, very strong on ground. So the fear was that they were going to lose the election. So the only thing they could do was to bring in people who could serve as mercenaries to come and win elections for them through the back door. But when the new PDP came on board and joined them and to form the APC and won the election, they didn't know what to do with those people. And in the process, those people became uncontrollable. Many people have spoken.
And that is the Fulani militia we have in Nigeria today. It was imported by the coalition of Tinubu and they are not hiding it. They don't hide it. So
my understanding is, and I don't have firsthand documentary evidence, so I wouldn't publish this, but I've heard, you probably heard the same thing, that the reason Issa Pantami was in charge of digital information, the Minister of Digital Information, that they'd set up tents and they'd hand out digital government ID cards to these folks in the North, all the people they imported. That's why they had this terrorist scumbag, Issa Pantami. I've sat next to him. I in the October and the Stooge tour that Omokri set up. I was in a very small room sitting right next to Issa Pantami, the guy that has publicly recorded as saying, "Of course, we all celebrate whenever unbelievers are being killed." He said that Bin Laden is a better Muslim than me. That guy was a federal minister under Buhari, rumor has it, handing out the digital ID cards. And it all makes sense when you understand that.
So, with this issue, I think talking about whether these people are guilty of genocide or not is matter of they have accepted that they imported these Fulani militia that have killed hundreds of thousands of people and displaced millions of people. So someone is responsible to importing this. So I have like up to 10 videos, when someone comes to national television to say something and nobody denied it, I document it as a substantial evidence, just like this incumbent senator again.
In trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria, and a former.
So everybody knows what is actually the problem, but nobody wants to confront the powers that be. So all this issue we are talking about here is the reason why so many people were agitating that, come on, these people are going to, with the help of the government, they are going to infiltrate our land, they are going to kill our people. But you also say something that is very important, that, listen, you can't leave these terrorists in your backyard while talking about the separation of Nigeria, because they can come into your area, But what about if Donald Trump did not win this election? It could have been the people will just be carrying arms, fighting. And the type of arms we can carry is just shoot, what is it called? Pump action. I can only register pump action. Government can only give me, license to pump action. They can't give me license to AK-47. They can't give me license to all those sophisticated weapons that the terrorists are using.
Alhamdulillah, inshallah, za mu gabatar da wani sako ne zuwa ga gwamnatin Najeriya a bisa bukatan da yan Borno Southeast Alliance da fata na faɗi daidai suka buƙace in matan goshe suna so su gani, to ga sunan dai suna na a cikin koshin lafiya. Ba mu yi musu komai ba, ba mu cutar da su ba, mun rike su dai tsakaninmu da Allah, ba dun komai ba ne, saboda addini na ya umarce mu da hakan. Ba tare da ɓata lokaci ba, kamar yadda yan Borno Southeast Alliance da fata na faɗi sunansu daidai suka nima mu yi bidiyon su gani a bisa umarnin shugabanninmu, gashi nan dai za mu ba su mic su masu yi magana kuma ku gansu da idonku. Alhamdulillah, ga sunan dai matan, ga sunan zuwa ga Borno Southeast Alliance wanda suka nima musa baki a cikin al'amarin. Me za ki fara game da rukun da muka yi muku, kuma me ya bukatan ku zuwa ga gwamnatin ku na Najeriya?
Da farko dai muna godiya ga Allah subhanahu wata'ala da ya sa muka zo wannan wajen. Alhamdulillah, mun gode. Mu mutanen Goshe ne, daga garin Goshe ne wannan jarraba da kaddara ya same mu. To alhamdulillah, gashi nan muna nan cikin koshin lafiya da 'ya'yanmu da mata da kowa da sauran tsofinmu gabaki daya muna nan cikin koshin lafiya. Wanda ba su da lafiya alhamdulillah sun dan ji rauni, mara lafiya an yi musu magani, an ba mu kulawa. Yaran mu wasu sun zo babu riga, babu wando, babu kaya, an yi musu sutura alhamdulillah, an ba wa 'ya'yanmu kayan sawa, an ba mu wajen kwanciya, ana ba mu abinci alhamdulillah, muna cikin kulawa.
Wane kira za ki yi ga gwamnatin Najeriya bisa zaman ku a nan, kuma wane bukata ne kuka nima ta yadda Borno South East Alliance suka shiga tsakani? Wane kira za ki yi ga shugabannin kuɗin? Za ki yi ambato shugabannin kuɗin ɗaya biyu zuwa ku, da yake mu ba sunan su ma muka sani.
To alhamdulillah zaman mu dai anan babu matsala babu komai sai dai kuma muna cikin tunani da kuma wasu tashe-tashen hankula saboda na rashi na ƴan uwanmu da muka yi jirgi ya kakkashe mutane wasu kuma abubuwa ya same su daban-daban to muna cikin tashin hankali muna cikin tunani su da suke can suna cikin tunani suna cikin tashin hankali wasu basu ma san muna raye ko ba ma raye ba amma alhamdulillah gashi za a yi bidiyo a tura musu.
To wannan bidiyon muna tura duniya ne su san cewa kuna nan a cikin koshin lafiya wani kira ne zaki kuma da wani koke-koke ne kuka yi a baya kuma gashi nan ma kuna kan yi wani kira za ku yi na ce ki ambace sunayen shugabannin kuɗin 1, 2 zuwa 3 da yake mu ba sunan su muka sani.
To muna kira ga shugabanninmu gabaki ɗaya na Najeriya tashi daga shugaban ƙasa Bola Ahmed Tinubu da mataimakinsa Kashim Shatima sannan da gwamnan jihar Borno Professor Babagana Umar Zulum da senator mu na jihar na South Borno Mohammed Ali Lume da chairman na Goza Local Government Abba Kawu sannan da House of Rep Babawo da manya-manyan shugabannin mu na kasar Goza su Professor Suleiman Bello muna kuka a kawo mana dauki da tallafi da agaji gaskiya mu muna so mu koma wajajen mu saboda bamu saba zaman nan ba yanayin rayuwarmu da na can da na nan daban da yaran mu ma suna cikin tashin hankali mu mata muna cikin tashin hankali iyayenmu a can ma suna cikin tashin hankali waje ne da baka saba zama a ciki ba gaskiya zai baka wahala in san samu ne muna so a sa baki a taimaka a tallafa a mai da mu wajajen mu je mu ga 'ya'yanmu da iyayenmu da kuma kowa da kowanmu.
Wani kyau sosai. Ke kuma mama saboda akwai wayanda daga cikin shi ma ba sa jin Hausa zan tambaye ki da yare. Hamdara. Yanzu farkada kuwa da bagarnin ka shugaban kasar Wina da yake kumsirge kada ga hatir gaba daya yara yarwan wa tuga harwa dalan nuram da bakatira kuma abaga ka bayani yadda kyan kurin da num kenan insha Allah.
Assalamu alaikum. Ban fatak zira bam dina nutguna. To, halada da mashgil ban fatak ninin cewa takiya zarham da arba makoshe lafiya. Tawarkam da coga, duk ziga manga, sudaba manga, ko awa arba ga kulkam ban fatak nutgun zira barna. To, amma dikitin nagnaya ban fatak nutguna. Maba mun shugaba yarba kam da bakte makot bakwanina. Kam na gana ban kwahina makam da malkam dunum da mabarkaciya shugaba hinar hukum dina makam da langan tugam da ban kwata gani kwan bajijira kuram da kuy amma tunaniya kam da kuy kam matunaniya amma kam tunaniyam da kelma zarfan sali ga takam duniya kelma iyaye na ino kam zamnam da amma kam ba kwana dig sigmanga diga khabag manga zarfina alhamdulillah ya sam dal ban kwata ginna to gashi nan marok zarfin alhamdulillah to ino makam da nan da adaba da mashgila shugaba hina mamman taimako kitra mara kam da dasina arfam ka kai makwana ka digit kam takiya mun shugaba mi jangil kam da ino makam da na ganam da in taimako da makwana ka digit makam hal ganam da
shagar yanzu dai duk dai bayanan da muka yi ya riga da ya wadatar ba yawan bayani bane magana ɗaya biyu ma shikenan game da mutura.
You dey find real Yoruba gist, culture, truth and vibes na here dey. Arole Baba Ten Ten Media, no dollar, subscribe sharp sharp.